Hello, how is it going? I am Christian, and today we are going to create a CI/CD GitHub action to deploy our code of Angular application and .NET application to a Kubernetes cluster. So first of all, what we are going to do is just clone this project. I'm going to paste the URL for this repository here in the description of the video. Okay, so let me resize this window. I'm going to be down here and just pick here in the code and copy the URL, and we are going to do git clone and paste the URL. Okay, I already did, and I have the project here in Visual Studio Code, and here I have a directory with with a dot, so .github. So don't you're going not to find this one making a ls, because this is with a directory start with dot. You can see this one with lsla. So you see .git and .github. Okay, and here I have here inside another directory is workflows with a YAML API and an action for the web. What I'm doing here is make some instruction and some stages to build my image, the Kubernetes cluster, pull the image and use this new version. So what I'm doing here, I don't want the GitHub action be triggered automatically when someone puts some code in the master branch. I need the user trigger this one manually, okay? Because the API and the web are in the same repository, and when you put some code of the web in the master branch, and both of them, both of these GIF action will be triggered, and I don't want this. So the first of all, what I need is just to say where is the working directory, where is my Docker file. So in this same level of the .github, I have here another directory, Karma API. Here is the Docker file. So that means this line. Okay, the steps. What we will need is an action. Okay, in this version, we are going to build a Docker image. Okay, and this flavor, this tag, is the commit ID. I really like to have the linked my Docker image with my code in the repository with the commit ID. So when I see a Docker image with a hash, I only need to pick this one and just look for the commit in the repo. Let's going to login against Azure. I need the client ID, I need the client secret, I need a subscription ID. What you only need to create in Azure is a app registration of service principal, and just pick here all the values. Okay, secret ID, secret value. Okay, and mm, the GitHub action need to read this value from where? This is the good question. Okay, so let's go here to the repository settings and click here in secrets and variables actions, and here you can create secrets and variables. Just pick here the key and paste the value. That's all you need, R5 totally. So whenever you see dollar and double brackets, is I'm trying to read a variable or secret from a GitHub repository. So okay, I need to log into container registry to post the image. Okay, and I need to tag the image I already built. When it's already tagged, what I can do is make a Docker push because I am logged in the container registry. Okay, that's good. And okay, I am already logged against Azure and against container registry, but I need to log also against the AKS, the Kubernetes cluster. So that's what I'm doing here. Okay, and finally, what I'm going to say is kubectl, I want to set the image of a deployment. This is the name of the deployment. This is the namespace karma dep, and this is the new image. You see, is the commit ID. And after, when you already apply this chain, you only need is to do a rollout. So let's try it. And this is the same for this is the API and this is the web. So it's exactly the same, just to change, you see, the uh, the image name web and replace web for API. So let's come here to the repos. Let's uh, visit the site. So it's right here. Let me log in. Okay, this is what I have here is slash documents, and in the API, this is what I have here in this endpoint. So let's try it out because maybe you don't trust in me and you say, no, this is, no, that's real. Let's say Karma service. Okay, services I have right here, and I'm going to do hello, hello with GitHub Action. Okay, and I'm going to save this one. What I'm going to do is in the Karma web src API app, and in documents path is the path by default. I want to paste this one here. So let's check. First of all, what I want is just to pick the watch, because I like to see how long time pipeline take to run. So let me say here git status, git add, git commit the chain, for example, and let's push it, push, and let me start the before. Okay, so let's push it. Uh, I have right here the token. So it's pushed, and let's run manually. Go to action and click the select the API and run the flow. And let's do the same for the web application. Okay, so both of them are running. No, both of them. Just only one, I think, is going to start by the API, and I have only one agent to make one of these works. No, so I think it's starting for the API. Okay, and you see all the task here is logging against Azure. It's going to build a Docker image. Okay, it's going to log in. Sorry, it's going to build. It's going to log in. Okay, it's going to tag the image. It's going to push. Okay, and what I want is what I'm going to do is let's see Kubernetes.io and documentation. I want to check revision deployment. And let's see how long time takes. For example, if I push some code that is a bug in the API, I want to see and check with you how long time it takes to go to the previous revision. So let's do after the CI/CD run. Okay, let's go into do this test. So this is the post. Okay, complete job. So 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes to do this job. And let's refresh and try again. And you see hello with GitHub Action. 2 minutes. That's not bad, huh? I think it's fast. So let's see how long time. And the web also is the web is ready to. So 2 minutes. And let's authenticate again. Hello with GitHub Action. That's good. Okay, only 2 minutes. Let me stop on this one. Okay, and let's say, for example, oof, I have some bug here. I need to come back to the previous revision. So let's check. How can I check the previous revision? Let's see something like this. Let me check here. kubectl in the namespace karma dev git deploy. I'm not connected to the cluster, so let's connect. Let's go here. Just copy paste. And let's go here and paste again. So I think I can do what I can do is check the deployments and I want to see the revision. Oops, let me paste the proper. Just let's paste here, and I want to say, okay, okay, in the namespace karma and dev, I have a deployment, and the name of the deployment is karma dev API. Okay, and I have here some revisions. And what I can do is let me see what is the revision 7, for example. And what I see is the image. And this image is the commit ID. Okay, and maybe I have some bug and I need to come back so quick to the previous version. So let me start again. What I can do is, what I want is not to check the history. What I want is to undo the deployment and back to the revision 6. Rollout, undo. Let me check what's wrong with this. Okay, what I need now is to revision 6 and kubectl. Let me check if it's get pod and it's running. And okay, first test with GitHub Action. Okay, so the same for this one. What I can do is, okay, I want to check what are the web revisions, and maybe I don't have. Okay, then let me check with history. Deployment, and I want to see the web. Enable to specify specific revision. Okay, let's see what are all the revisions right here. Okay, until 5. So that's why. So let me see what's the one here, and I want to undo and back to the 4. Let's see, to revision and rollout, undo. Okay, I think this is already. And just let me refresh here. So maybe I have some bug, I have some problems. Terminating, running. Let me see again the pods. Karma web is terminating. Get pod. I have some error in the depth. Let me check. What I can do is kubectl, but is running or not? Let me see. Get pod. Finally it's running. Okay, and I can reach it. Let me just apply this. And okay, first test for GitHub Action. We back to the previous revision. Maybe the web application take a while, just some seconds more than the API, but this is really fast, no? Okay, so maybe not 2 minutes. I think to come back to the previous revision is maybe 10 or 20 seconds for API and maybe 30 for the web. Is really fast. So this is something I like of Kubernetes. If you have some bug in production, you can back to the previous revision really quick. So okay, if you like, subscribe and push the like, and this is all for today. So I see you.